In the earlier video, we saw a brief theory on Scrum framework or the methodology. One of the key artifacts in Scrum methodology is the product backlog. Here we are going to create a product backlog. So I'm going to create a Scrum project and it takes me to the sprint planning board view. And we have backlog. We are going to add items or the product backlog items into this backlog. Let us say we are developing a stock trading system, an online trading system. Now I am going to add some features into this backlog or the PBIs, product backlog items. So the features that we have, we can create a new user, delete an existing user, rename an user, log into the system, of course, log out from the system, sell a stock, buy a stock, transfer a stock, etc. These are the features we can have. Now to add the features or the product backlog item into the backlog, so just click on this one, new task with a plus icon to the left, click on this plus. As you did that, it is saying add. So let's say create a new user and say add. Another one you want to add, so again plus and say edit an existing user and say add. Another, say delete an user. Another one, say login to the online trading system and I will say add. One more PBI, let's say sell a stock. Another one, let's say buy a stock. It's another one. In case you want to say rename an existing user, you can rename an existing user. Add. Another one, let us say log out from the system. Like that, you can keep on adding all the backlog items that you want to add to your backlog. Now the other view, this is the sprint planning board view. The other view that we saw earlier is the sheet view, planning sheet view. If I switch to that view, the sprint planning sheet, in that we have all the items shown to us. No sprint has been created so far, so no sprint in the sprint column. Work is 0 because we don't have any resources, and the backlog board status is backlog. Because other board status, that is next up, in progress and done, we have not moved any items to any of this board status or the columns in the board because we have not created any sprint. So going back to the other view, to Scrum, views, planning and sprint planning board, we have this backlog available and it is visualized. We have a card and in front of part of the card you have the name of the features that you are going to develop in your Scrum project. Maybe one sprint, first sprint, maybe second sprint. That will happen when you do the sprint planning. So I am created and I am going to save this project as my Scrum project. So I'll say file, options and say save as, and I'm going to practicals and I will say Agile Scrum project and save it. So this is how you create a backlog for your Scrum project with MS Project 2016.